On the news tonight, Nigeria leads Africa as energy investment destination. Oyo ADC hails Supreme Court verdict. 3 killed in Colombia truck accident. Good evening, and thank you for joining us on the news around the world. I am Boluwaji Ogumola, and on the sign language corner is Korede Oluleye. Nigeria has emerged as the #1 destination for energy investment in Africa over the past 2 years, driven by sweeping reforms introduced by President Bola Tinubu's administration. According to a new government report reviewing the sector from 2023 to 2026, the report shows that Nigeria's share of upstream final investment decision rose sharply from 4% to about 40% between 2024 and 2025, attracting over $10 billion in investment and restoring investor confidence through improved fiscal terms, regulatory clarity, and faster project approvals. Key reforms included directives strengthening regulatory agencies, tax incentives for deep offshore and gas projects, and cost efficiency measures, while about $4 billion in divestment by international oil companies transferred assets to indigenous firms such as Seplat and Oando. The impact is reflected in increased oil production from about 1.2 million barrels per day in 2023 to approximately 1.6 million barrels per day in 2025, alongside significant growth in gas utilization and domestic refining capacity, improving energy security and eliminating fuel queues. The report projects a long-term production target of 3 million barrels per day, with over $50 billion in planned upstream projects, positioning Nigeria as a leading player in Africa's energy sector, while noting that sustained gains will depend on policy consistency, improved security, and efficient management of assets by local operators. The Nigerian Immigration Service has warned that any alternative passport application platforms should be treated as fraudulent. In a public statement obtained from the service's X handle on Monday, it noted that recent allegations circulating online about its passport application and payment system were false, misleading, and capable of confusing the public. It reaffirmed that its digital passport process is secure and operates strictly through its official portal, emphasizing that the NIS operates a secure, transparent, and government-approved passport application system, which is accessible exclusively through its official portal. The agency noted that the official website remains the only authorized platform for all passport-related applications and payments, whether for Nigerians at home or in the diaspora. It urged members of the public to rely only on official communication channels and avoid engaging with unofficial links or intermediaries when applying for passports. The Publicity Secretary of the African Democratic Congress ADC in Oyo State, Mr. Adebimpe Adilowo, has described recent Supreme Court judgments affecting the ADC and the People's Democratic Party PDP as a test of democratic principles and adherence of the rule of law in Nigeria. He made the remark while featuring on BCOS Television's current affairs program, AM 120. Our reporter, Olamide Owolabi, who monitored the program, reports.
Speaking on the crisis in the ADC and PDP on AM 120 program, the Publicity Secretary of ADC, Oyo State, Mr. Adebimpe Adilowo, said the Supreme Court judgment was fair to all parties, noting that it helped restore democratic order as the rule of law remains the foundation of democracy. It described the ruling as a welcome development for the ADC, explained that it resolved internal issues and reaffirmed the party's leadership structure. Mr. Adilowo stressed that it is not the responsibility of the court to impose leaders on political parties, but to interpret and uphold the provisions of their constitutions.
Supreme Court faulted the Court of Appeal order of status quo antebellum, not all other things. That's alone. And in the reasons of the Supreme Court, that all the actions that have been completed, there is nothing to stop. The actions that have not been completed, yes, you can restrain the other parties not to do anything to affect or to render, to undermine the court's pronouncement. In this instance, David Mack and others, they have been appointed as chairman and whatever of the party. So there is nothing to stop again. Rather, you have to, at least, you don't need to preserve, there is nothing like a preservatory order in this instance. What you need to do is to return the party back to the Federal High Court, and which one of the order gave by the Court of Appeal. The same thing Supreme Court also established, that, well, the party should go back to Federal High Court. We can see that the judgment of the Supreme Court is fair enough, at least to all the parties.
On the PDP crisis, Mr. Adilowo described the judgment as unfortunate, emphasizing that regardless of status or influence, all individuals must submit to the rule of law. He noted that the Supreme Court nullified the convention without taking sides with any leadership faction. He further clarified that the judgment contains no ambiguity, explained that the matter before the court was not strictly a leadership dispute, but one centered on individual rights, which guided the court's decision.
Politicians, they have their ways. They believe that they can scheme their way to attain whatever they want to attain. And in that process, they don't normally like to follow the due process. What causes dispute within the political party, if not for somebody failed to follow the due process? And that is what we know about politicians. It's so simple. You come to a political party, and the right things to do is to ensure that everyone has his or her rights protected. Once you are subscribed to a particular political party, that political party will have constitution that guides the affairs of that party. But people would like to put the constitution aside. They want to follow. And it's so simple. We have many desperate politicians within political party. They just want to establish their interest over and above majority. And the essence of the democracy is that the majority we always have. Yeah. They don't have this spirit of sportsmanship at all.
Mr. Adilowo maintained that political focus should go beyond winning elections to addressing the needs of the people. He added that for PDP to demonstrate patriotism, both factions within the party must seek common ground and resolve their differences amicably. Olamide Wolabi, BCOS News.
In anticipation of the All Progressives Congress governorship primary election, the party leaders in Ibadan Southeast local government have voiced their support for the aspiration of former Power Minister Chief Adebayo Adelabu. This was made known at the APC Ibadan Southeast local government meeting, which convened at IMG Primary School, Uriaje, Ibadan. BCOS reporter Olamipo Ishola completes the story.
The gathering of All Progressives Congress in Ibadan Southeast local government drew prominent political figures from various local governments who aligned themselves with former Power Minister Chief Adebayo Adelabu in his bid to secure the party's governorship nomination. Several APC leaders present at the meeting, including Alhaji Mufta Ogbayawu, Alhaji Isiaka Alimi, former state vice chairman of the party, Honorable Biliamin Ogundele, former chairman of Anara local government, expressed confidence that Chief Adebayo Adelabu can clinch the party's ticket. They also refuted any agreement on the party's governorship candidate. In his address, Chief Adebayo Adelabu thanked the APC members and leaders in the Ibadan Southeast local government for their backing of his ambition. He emphasized that President Bola Tinubu backs his bid for party's governorship primary election. Chief Adelabu advised APC leaders to refrain from actions that could undermine the democratic process, particularly within the Oyo APC.
I have come this afternoon to inform all the party leaders in my local government, in the Southeast local government, both men and women, all the local government party executive council, local school, because this is my source. This is where I was brought up. To let them know that I'm going in again for the third and the last time this year to contest for the gubernatorial governorship election of APC in Oyo State come 2027. And you too could see how the entire program went. I got their blessing, I got their endorsement as my local government. That is the beginning of my journey.
Chief Adelabu informed his supporters and leaders of his plan to publicly declare his intention to run for governor on May 12 at Liberty Stadium, Okeado, Ibadan. Olamiposi Ishola, BCOS News.
We shall now take a short commercial. Please don't go away.
With Nivea Dry Deo, you can keep moving forward in life with confidence. Nivea Dry Deo. Derma 72-hour active protection against sweat and odor with 0% alcohol to prevent irritation. Stay dry and fresh all day long. Skin is for moving forward, Nivea is for skin. Your favorite Nivea Deo, now in a smaller pack size.
Cadbury 3-in-1 hot chocolate, the treat you deserve.
Refreshment is goodness to go round in the Peak Yogurt Drink 1 liter Full House pack with more refreshment, which contains fresh cow milk. Enjoy Full House goodness filled with essential vitamin and minerals. Peak, reach for your peak.
Ní ìgbà kan rí, ilẹ̀ kan wà tí kò ní adùn mọ́. Oúnjẹ ti pàdánù adùn rẹ̀, kò sì sí ohun tí a lè tún fi gbádùn mọ́. Ní ìgbà náà ni taste maker yọdé láti dá adùn padà sí ilẹ̀ àìládùn yìí. Gbogbo ohun tí ó ṣe ni ó wọ́n, ó rò ó, ó sì bù ú. Láti ìgbà náà lọ, wọ́n mọ òtítọ́ kan. Gbogbo ohun tí wọ́n nílò ni wíwọ́n, rírò àti bíbù.
Taste maker.
The Senior Staff Association of Nigeria Universities, SANU, and the Non-Academic Staff Union of Educational and Associated Institutions, NASU, at the University of Ibadan, have joined their counterparts nationwide in an indefinite strike. The action follows a directive from the union's national leadership, calling on members across the country to withdraw their services over a demand for a 40% salary increment from the federal government. Our reporter, Olamide Owolabi, who monitored the protest at the main gate of the University of Ibadan, reports.
Members of SANU and NASU at the University of Ibadan on Monday joined the nationwide indefinite strike, staking a peaceful protest at the institution's main gate. The workers are demanding the immediate implementation of a 40% salary increase.
In Africa, people united,
The Joint Action Committee of both unions had earlier declared the strike, which took effect from midnight on May 1st, 2026, following the expiration of an April 30 ultimatum issued to the federal government. Speaking with BCOS News, the chairman of SANO, University of Ibadan chapter, Comrade Abiodun Omishore, said the industrial action became inevitable due to the federal government's failure to renegotiate and implement the 2009 agreement with non-teaching staff unions.
We feel that this is not good enough. We are not asking for equality, we are asking for equity, so to speak, because it is said usually that what is good for the goose is also good for the gander. And so we are not an appendage to any body, to any group, or to any body system, but we are only asking for what we feel is rightfully has. And we are trying by this strike to force the attention of the federal government to those demands that we have been making from them. So the moment those demands are met, of course, we'll go back to work.
Also speaking, the chairman of NASU at the University of Ibadan, Comrade Oluwafemi Obulade, described the government's stance on salary increments as discriminatory, alleging that it has created disparities among the university workers. He characterized the approach as a divide and rule tactic, stressing that the union will not suspend the strike until the 40% increment is approved and fully implemented.
The federal government is saying they are giving us 30% salary increment. And we go to the same market, we buy the same fuel, we are in the same Nigeria, we are in the same economic together, and we are in the same university. These are sister unions are not the problem, but the problem is the federal government, because they want to be using politics, divide and rule.
In the same vein, the chairman of NASU College of Medicine, University of Ibadan, Comrade Olawale Oladiran, emphasized that the university system depends on the collective contributions of both teaching and non-teaching staff, who must be treated equitably.
We want to use this opportunity to tell the government and those who are in the corridor of power that the act that establishes universities recognizes three groups of people. The first group is the student group. The second group is the teaching group. And the third group is the non-teaching. Three of us, we are like a tripod that works as a system. And like we know that there is no unit in a system that can work independently. We all work together. Therefore, we are appealing to federal government that as you have decided to increase the salary of ASU by 40%, that you should please also increase the salary of non-teaching by 40% too.
Meanwhile, it was learned that the federal government has invited the leadership of the Joint Action Committee to a meeting aimed at resolving the dispute and possibly bringing the ongoing strike to an end. Olamide Owolabi, BCOS News.
A non-governmental organization, Women Empowerment, Peace and Healing Foundation, WEF, has been inaugurated alongside a free medical outreach targeted at women and vulnerable groups. The initiative is designed to build resilience and empower women physically, emotionally, spiritually, and financially. Our reporter, Awao Ibrahim, brings details of the foundation's formal inauguration held in Ibadan at a ceremony attended by various stakeholders. The report is presented by Adebayo Abdurrafi.
Society where many women continue to face social and economic limitations, the Women Empowerment, Peace and Healing Foundation is stepping in to promote inclusiveness and strengthen women's capacity to overcome barriers. As part of activities marking its inauguration, the foundation organized a free medical outreach offering healthcare services to beneficiaries at the event. The Director of Medical Outreach, Mrs. Temitope Afere, underscored the importance of accessible healthcare in improving the overall well-being of women, describing it as a critical component of the foundation's mission. In a goodwill message, the Women Medical Association of Nigeria, Oyo State Chapter, commended the initiative, noting its potential to positively impact women, particularly the girl child, through empowerment and capacity building programs.
The function and the role of women in Nigeria, or especially in our community, we find out that women, they need care, they need proper care, and they need support. So as a result of that, we need to care for them. We need to do all that necessary, everything that they need, we need to support them with it.
In a welcome address, the founder, Ambassador Adenimola Ajema, stressed the need for women to remain hopeful dream with purpose, and stay committed to their aspirations. She explained that the foundation was established to address the challenges faced by women, especially the vulnerable, by providing meaningful empowerment opportunities.
And what we have been doing is just by the grace of God, the help of partners, sponsors. And this is why we are coming now. Our Women Empowerment Peace and Healing Foundation is duly registered. We want people to partner with us. We want organizations to come to our aid. We want to bring girls out of the streets back to the school. We want to visit the hotel and bring our ladies out.
Delivering the keynote address, the guest of honor, Mr. Adekunle Are, described the foundation as a vital platform for societal development. He noted that its role in supporting, rehabilitating, and motivating women is essential, urging women to embrace growth and make necessary sacrifices for a better future.
I want to encourage my sisters, the partners, and all the volunteers. Sacrifice will be required. Funding will be required.
Also speaking, the special guest of honor, Mr. Femisola Taiwo, alongside Otumba Shola Durojaye, lauded the organization's efforts in transforming the lives of widows, single mothers, and young girls, pledging continued support for its sustainability.
As the grand patron of this exceptional non-governmental organization, the Women Empowerment, Peace and Healing Foundation, this is not just a title, it is a responsibility I embrace with passion, commitment, and a sense of purpose.
In a goodwill message, the public relations officer of the Oyo State Health Insurance Agency, Mrs. Bola Okanlawon, emphasized the importance of impacting lives and making meaningful contributions to society. Highlights of the event included the inauguration of the Board of Trustees, swearing in of executives, and presentation of awards to individuals who have contributed to the growth of the foundation. Key empowerment areas outlined by the foundation include agriculture, catering, fashion designing, artificial intelligence training, and targeted support for widows. The Women Empowerment Peace and Healing Foundation aims to unlock the potential of every female child and empower women to rise above societal limitations.
We shall now take a short commercial. Please don't go away.
Confidence is important in life's little moments. Strong teeth can help, even if they get her into trouble sometimes. A great smile is useful to break the ice, and making friends is easier when you know you have fresh breath. I give my family confidence with Pepsodent Triple Protection 123. Its antibacterial action formula gives them cavity protection, white teeth, and fresh breath. Get whiter teeth with a new Pepsodent Natural Charcoal Toothpaste.
The gold standard of rice, the finale. High swelling index, non-sticky, no stones. Big Bull Gold, the gold standard of rice.
Supramalt, multivitamin junior.
The Oyo State Governor, Engineer Seyi Makinde, has urged newlywed couples to build their marriages on a foundation of genuine friendship. The governor gave the advice at the wedding ceremony of Olamide Sobowale, daughter of Nollywood actress Shola Sobowale, and her groom, Adekunle. Details of the event held at the Popular Event Center in Ibadan are presented by Governor's Office correspondent Olalekan Sulaiman.
The Oyo State Governor, Engineer Seyi Makinde, joined other dignitaries at the traditional wedding ceremony of Olamide Sobowale, daughter of Nollywood actress Shola Sobowale, and her groom, Adekunle. Speaking at the event, Governor Makinde emphasized the importance of building a strong and enduring relationship, noting that true friendship remains the foundation of a successful marriage. He also charged the couple's parents to provide the necessary support for the newlyweds, stressing that a husband's success and progress in his career are often strengthened by the full backing of his wife.
Decided on his own position, to say, look, I'll take you for the rest of my life. So while you're playing the masterly role, you also have to remember that he took a decision because he felt there will be protection for him from you. Àdúrà wa ni pé Ọlọ́run á ṣe yín ní ọ̀rẹ́ ara yín títí di ọjọ́ alẹ́.
The governor was accompanied to the ceremony by the State Commissioner for Lands, Housing and Urban Development, Mr. Akinfunmilayo Williams, Olalekan Sulaiman, BCOS News.
It was a day of joy and celebration as family, friends, and colleagues gathered to witness the union of Eniola Folorunsho Ogunbiyi, the daughter of a staff member of the Broadcasting Corporation of Oyo State, BCOS, Mrs. Felicia Folorunsho Ogunbiyi, and her husband, Pastor Temitope Ogunjimi. Staff reporter Bemisola Adebayo was at the traditional wedding ceremony held in the Ologunero area of Ibadan. Details are as follows.
The traditional wedding ceremony between Eniola Folorunsho Ogunbiyi and Pastor Temitope Ogunjimi was held in a warm atmosphere reflecting the rich cultural heritage of the Yoruba people. The event brought together well-wishers, family members, and the BCOS community who turned out in large numbers to celebrate love, unity, and to show support to one of their dedicated staff, Mrs. Felicia Folorunsho Ogunbiyi. Progressed with the formal engagement rites. The exchange of rings symbolized the solemnization of the union as the couple shared heartfelt vows before their guests. Speaking at the event, the couple, Temitope and Eniola Ogunjimi, pledged lifelong commitment to one another, expressing gratitude to God and appreciation to their families and guests for their support.
We are friends like before we start dating. She's very cool and calm person. That's why I really love her.
He's kind, gentle, he's a quiet person. He's the kind of person that doesn't talk like that.
The parents of the bride and groom also emphasized the importance of love, patience, and mutual respect as essential pillars for a successful and enduring marriage, offering prayers for the couple's future.
I want to advise both Eniola and Temitope to be tolerant of each other so that their friendship, partnership can continue until Jesus arrives. Ìwọ ìyàwó kò bọ̀wọ̀ fún ọkọ rẹ, mo fẹ́ kó bẹ̀bẹ̀ fún àánú Ọlọ́run kó dẹ̀ máa gbàdúrà.
My own advice for her is that she should hold on to Christ and she should not allow any third party in their marriage. They should live in love and in unity, both of them. And I pray for them that their marriage will be a blessed one in the name of Jesus.
Dignitaries in attendance included directors from the BCOS, among them the Director of News and Current Affairs, Mrs. Olubumi Oyedemi, Director of Administration and Supplies, Pastor Abiola Olawale, and Director of Finance, Mrs. Mary Adewale, among many others. Bimsola Adebayo, BCOS News.
Laughter and smile are frequently regarded as straightforward manifestations of joy. Beyond this, they serve as vital function in our daily existence, impacting our emotional state, interpersonal connections, and holistic health. In this report, Oyeshile Oloyede examines the impacts of laughter and smiles.
Laughter and smiles are inherent to human expression, frequently utilized to convey joy and interpersonal connection, while also significantly contributing to enhance emotional and mental well-being. Laughter and smiles are a natural part of human expression, often used to communicate joy and connection. Beyond their social value, they also play an important role in improving emotional and mental well-being. Many individuals in today's fast-paced world suffer from stress due to lengthy working hours and daily commute. This can lead to decreased morale, increased fatigue, and lower productivity levels. Engaging in simple acts like smiling and laughing can help mitigate tension and foster a more positive outlook. According to Afiz Akintunde, a counseling psychologist, laughter and smiling are positive responses to stimuli that yield psychological and physiological benefits, including reduced stress, improved mood, and a healthier mental state through hormone release. He noted that laughter also contributes to restoring emotional balance, especially during stressful circumstances.
When we laugh or when we smile, our body releases what is called some hormones. These hormones are helpful to our mental health and physical health, which means that at every given time that an individual laughs, the body releases or excretes some internal hormones which are needed for that person to live an healthy or a positive life. These hormones balances our body's reaction to some environmental or social reactions. Let us take, for example, stress. In today's world, many of us, we are overworking, working over hours. And when there is a stress, it means there is a downness in our mood. We lost our mood, our activeness. The moment we laugh, it triggers some endorphin hormone, which reactivates our inner self and make life enjoyable to us. Laughter can enhance social connection among people, which help them to be more effective in their doings and to more resilience in whatever they face in life. When somebody says something to you that will make you laugh, the best thing to do is that laugh a little while, smile a little while. While doing that, you are making yourself mentally stable and psychologically stable. And when you now laugh, there is a limit to laughter. Excessive of laughter can lead to what you call side-dose madness. Some people, when people say things that qualify them to laugh, they laugh. When people say just a normal word, you see them laughing. When they say a word 1 minute ago, 2 minutes ago, other people have laughed, they have stopped laughing, they still continue to laugh. And that is becoming an excessive. That means such a person cannot control some body parts, some hormones in his body. And that is need for a psychological or mental evaluation. But when things happen, people should laugh as much as possible.
Nigerians often remark that in their country, the weight of daily challenges necessitates smiling as a coping strategy more than as an expression of true happiness.
Mentally and health-wise, it is good to smile often. So at least, if not for any other reason, for our mental health, we need to smile. Yeah. There's nothing much to smile about in this country, but we are trying at least a little bit just for our mental health. Yeah.
When I laugh, it makes me to my sense to calm down, to feel better. And then when I'm angry at times, when I just say something laugh, if people make me angry at times, but when I just laugh, my body will calm down, that anger will go away.
I need to smile because when I smile, I get more happy. And when I get more happy, I can achieve more by myself. If I decided to be getting sad every time with the situation of the country, I think I will be sad every second. But right now, I'm cool with the situation of the country, so I smile every time.
Even though laughter is advantageous, experts suggest moderation and encourage people to accept joyful moments without suppressing their emotions.
We shall now take a short commercial. Please stay tuned.
When malaria knocks you down, you can be sure parasites are having a party in your system.
Welcome to our new kingdom, guys!
Comel, an effective weapon against malaria. directly to give you express relief and get you back on your feet effectively. Call out on Malaria Gone.
Good, tasty food is worth living for. Worried about your oil? Every time you enjoy your favorite meal? Introducing Smart Balance. Smart Balance Rice Bran Oil is rich in Gamma Original. Golden Terra Smart Balance Oil reduces bad cholesterol.
The funeral activities for the late Alamodu of Agua Modu, His Royal Majesty Oba Olaoye Johnson Olatunde Olaiwe II begin tomorrow, Tuesday, 5th May 2026, with a commendation service at Akobo Baptist Crescent off Baptist Bus Stop, Ibadan. According to release, the church service for the late monarch and interment will hold on Friday, 8th May at First Baptist Church, Agua Modu off Alamodu Palace, while the interdenominational service will be held on Saturday, 9th May at Baptist Primary School Field, Agua Modu. Victor Opune for the latest sport news.
Good evening, and thank you for joining us on the sports segment of the news. I am Victor Opune.
We start with the news that a team of North Korean footballers will make a rare visit to South Korea later this month. North Korean side Naego Yang will cross the border to play Suwon in the Asian Women's Champions League semi-final on the 20th of May. Pyongyang has sent a list of 27 players and 12 staff who will make the visit. South Korea's Unification Ministry has confirmed the trip, which will be the first time athletes from the north have crossed the border since 2018. North Korea sent athletes to South Korea for the Pyeongchang Winter Olympics that year as they formed the unified ice hockey team for the first time. The rare visit comes with South Korean President Lee Jae-myung seeking to improve strained ties with North Korea. Over to Europe, where head coach Eddie Howe looks set to lead Newcastle into next season after talks with the club's Saudi Arabian leadership. Howe and the Newcastle hierarchy are agreed on the future after their annual summit in Northumberland this week. Rather than acting on emotion, Newcastle's hierarchy have set out to address what has gone wrong with the help of thorough analysis as the club look to bounce back following a brazen campaign. Howe has been viewed as part of the diagnosis and solution going into an important summer window on Tyneside. The 48-year-old who was appointed in November 2021 has said he had faced difficult questions as he gave a presentation to the owners and the board. As the managers, Manchester City boss Pep Guardiola has revealed details on his future as reports suggest he may leave at the end of the season. Guardiola's contract in Manchester expires in June 2027 and he has previously been keen to coach a national team at the major tournaments such as Italy, who are still linked with a move for the Spaniard. And we wrap up with news from tennis where top players, including world number one Jannik Sinner and Aryna Sabalenka, who have kept up the pressure on the Grand Slam tournaments with a letter to Roland Garros expressing deep disappointment over the French Major's 2026 prize money. Last year, almost all the leading players signed 2 letters to the 4 Grand Slam bosses demanding an increase in prize money, payments into a player welfare fund to improve retirement and maternity benefits, as well as involvement in decisions that affected them.
And with that, we have come to the end of the news from the ever-exciting world of sports. Thank you for joining. I am Victor Opune. Over to the main desk now for the rest of the news.
Thank you, Victor Opune. Now to the foreign scene. 3 people have been killed and dozens wounded after a monster truck drove into a crowd in the south of Colombia. Police said it is believed that the driver's brakes failed during a show on Sunday in the southern city of Popayan in the province of Cauca. Foreign Desk Editor Folashade Akintola compiled the story and others as presented by Khadija Lawal.
Video of the incident shows people running as the truck crashed through a barrier and plowed into the crowd before coming to a stop hitting an electricity pole. Authorities said at least 38 people were injured. A 10-year-old girl died at the scene, according to a city official, the press reported. Popayan Police Commander Colonel Julian Castaneda told outlet El Tiempo it appeared there was a mechanical failure with the truck. The city's mayor said a rigorous investigation would be carried out. Regional Governor Octavio Guzman expressed government solidarity with the families of those affected by this tragic accident, as well as with their capital city, Popayan. Meanwhile, 3 people have died after a suspected antivirus outbreak on a cruise ship in the Atlantic Ocean. The World Health Organization reported 1 confirmed and 5 suspected cases aboard the MV Ondios ship, which was traveling from Argentina to Cape Verde. A 69-year-old UK national is also in intensive care in Johannesburg, South Africa. Local officials told the press he had the virus. Antivirus is usually passed to humans from rodents via their feces, saliva, or urine. It can cause severe respiratory illness. Rarely, it can be transmitted between people. The MV Ondios is run by tour company Oceanwide Expeditions. In a statement, the operator said it is dealing with a serious medical situation and confirmed the 3 passenger deaths. It is described as a 107.6-meter polar cruise ship with space for 170 passengers in 80 cabins, along with 57 crew members, 13 guides, and 1 doctor. Foster Mohal, a spokesperson for South Africa's health ministry, told the press there were about 150 tourists from various countries on board the vessel. And lastly, former New York Mayor Rudolph Giuliani has been admitted to a hospital and is in critical but stable condition, a spokesperson says. Mayor Giuliani is a fighter who has faced every challenge in his life with unwavering strength and is fighting with that same level of strength as we speak, Ted Goodman said in a post on X on Sunday. Giuliani, 81, earned the moniker of America's mayor for leading New York City through the aftermath of the September 11, 2001 attacks on the World Trade Center buildings in Manhattan. But in recent years, he has experienced a fall from grace, including in 2023, when he lost a defamation case. Goodman did not say what sent Giuliani to the hospital, how long he's been there, or what his prognosis is. The Republican politician coughed as he began his nightly online show, America's Mayor Live, on Friday. He told his talk show audience that his voice was a little under the weather. Khadija Lawal, BCOS News.
At the main points. Nigeria has emerged as the #1 destination for energy investment in Africa over the past 2 years, driven by sweeping reforms introduced by President Bola Tinubu's administration, according to a new government report reviewing the sector from 2023 to 2026. The Publicity Secretary of the African Democratic Congress, ADC, in Oyo State, Mr. Debimpe Adelowo, has described the recent Supreme Court judgment affecting the ADC and the People's Democratic Party, PDP, as a test of democratic principles and adherence to the rule of law in Nigeria. And on the foreign scene, we told you that 3 people have been killed and dozens wounded after a monster truck drove into a crowd in the south of Colombia. BCOS website is live. Kindly visit www.bcostv.com. You can reach us on GoTV, channel 134 and channel 113 on Star Times. Now, before I go, don't join hoodlums in threatening the peaceful coexistence of the country. It is only in an atmosphere of peace that development thrives. That ends the news around the world. Good evening, and thanks for watching.
Before, my family can go 1 week without drama. 1 week, 1 wahala. Mama, brother, papa, sister, before. Any beef supposed to stay inside bottle.
Maggi Star is crafted from fermented soybeans, onions, chili flavor, and cloves in a way only Maggi knows.
Okay, now my Maggi make it right. Come with peace, oh.
making every meal special and special moments unforgettable.
Maggie, oh, Maggie, oh, Maggie, oh, love, oh, love, oh, me and Maggie so good together. Me and Maggie so good together.
Football lovers, movie lovers, family entertainment fans, get ready for something big because StarTimes is giving you Over Jara. For a limited time, when you recharge for 2 months, you get upgraded to the next bouquet free. That's more sports, more movies, more kids shows, more entertainment at no extra cost. Over Jara. StarTimes. Enjoy digital life.
Tired of the snow? Tired of the bad TV signals? Nigeria has gone digital. Introducing Free TV, the national platform for every Nigerian. Get 100 plus channels immediately. Sports, news, and entertainment in your native language with clear picture quality. Whether you're in the city or the village, our satellite signal reaches every corner of 36 states from day one. No monthly subscription, just a compatible decoder and you are set. It's a national asset built for you. Take the show on the road, download the Free TV app and stream your favorite channels anywhere. Starting this May, scan to download the app or call 0700 388 7277. Free TV, digital TV for free. Brought to you by NBC.
Before, my family can go 1 week without drama. 1 week, one wahala. Mama, brother, papa, sister, before. Any beef supposed stay inside bottle.
Maggie Star is crafted from fermented soybeans, onions, chili flavor, and cloves in a way only Maggie knows.
Okay, now my Maggie make it right. Come with piece of peace. Oh, no, come at all, oh, before. Maggie, oh, Maggie.
Maggie Star, making every meal special and special moments unforgettable.
Maggie, oh, Maggie, oh, Maggie, oh, love, oh, me and Maggie so good together. Me and Maggie so good together.
Nigeria, we've always been a communal nation. But how do we prove this and how do we access essential services? Introducing Local Government Proof of Address Initiative. It's your key to a more secure